Hello, and welcome to our meeting where we get to introduce our Creation Circle leaders. So I'm really excited for what we're about to do and the announcement we have. And I really just want to take an opportunity to explain what the circles are. So I just got to share my screen. So what we're going to be doing, like I said, is we're going to talk about our Creation Circle leaders, introduce who they are, what is a Creation Circle, and what is an inner circle. So to start off, I want to introduce Crystal Kaufman to you. Crystal Kaufman is one of our new Creation Circle leaders. She has done a lot of program with personal best seminars, courses, and programs. When she started originally, she signed up for the leadership package, which allowed her over a 2-year period to take the level 1, 2, and 3, the Jumpstart Coach process, as well as the facilitator development. And through that time, she also went through 2 Creation Circles, like as a Creation Circle member. So she's got lots of experience in this process and how it works. And so I would love for you, I'm just going to ask Crystal some questions. I want you guys to get to know her and what she's kind of passionate about and just get a little window into who Crystal is. So I'm going to pop you off screen share so people can really see who you are. And Crystal, the first question that I have for you is, what would you say your life was like, or how would you describe yourself prior to taking the courses and program?
Yes, I was such a different person back then, Heather. You're probably one of the few people that even had an even small glimpse of who I might have been. But really, I was a doormat, a big people pleaser, just zero confidence, zero self-esteem. I had horrible relationships. I was married. It was not a great marriage. I was miserable and very little friends. I didn't get along well with my family, and I really didn't even like myself at all. So I lied a lot. I hid myself because I didn't like who I was and how I was showing up. And really, I just had no sense of life purpose or meaning.
Yeah, I can relate to that, like from my own experience. So how would you describe yourself after you kind of completed your leadership program?
Wow. It's such a different story because there is so much clarity in my life. And that's really one of the biggest things, is that I learned to be my own cheerleader. I've learned how to stand up for myself, get myself up off the floor of that doormat, and be proud of who I am. I take a lot of risks. I'm constantly pushing myself outside of my comfort zone. And honestly, my life has just improved so much. I used to think success was all about getting this corporate job and making it that way. If I had the corner office with my name on the door, then life is successful. And I've learned so much more that life is successful when I'm happy, and it shows in my relationships. I'm with somebody that I very much can co-create a great life with. I have a great relationship with my son now. I have friends and support in my circle now in my life that are truly good support. And I've created my own job instead of the corporate rat race. For me, I have created a career in the passions that I am proud of and that make up who I am. So it's just been night and day difference.
Wow, good for you. I find it really fascinating hearing people's like before and after experiences from any program that they've been a part of, because when you hear the after, it feels like, from an outsider looking in, that it's this monster step, that it's like, wow, how did you do that? But you're really just a typical woman living your life, doing the best you can. Right?
Absolutely.
Like it's possible for anybody to be able to say yes to themselves and step into all of even what you have or what they desire.
100%. It doesn't have to be the next Oprah Winfrey or Brene Brown or anything like that. I am just Crystal Kaufman and wanting to make a difference in my life, in my son's life, have the family, and just be happy with what I'm doing in my world, in my career, in my life.
Yeah, cool. And what would you say you're most excited about, or even why did you say yes to being a Creation Circle leader?
See, I found so much value out of the circles and the programs that I can't wait to create the space for others to have the same success. It might sound a little cliche, but it really actually brings me joy, and it's part of my purpose when I see others do the same for themselves and to create their own version of success, whatever that vision is, like whether it's success in your business, your relationships, either just to be happy, just to like really actually enjoy your life. So I'm excited to create that space and see what others can create too, kind of like the ripple effect.
Next, I want to introduce Lindsay Doyle. She is one of our new Creation Circle leaders. She, just like Crystal, when she had the opportunity, she stepped right up into the full leadership program, which gave her the same programs, all of the 1, 2, 3, the coaching program, the facilitation program. And Lindsay also was a member of a Creation Circle during her time with Personal Best Seminars as well. And so I would love to get to know Lindsay more. Lindsay, do you mind like sharing with us like your experience of yourself before you took the courses? Like, how would you describe yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. So I would say I had no direction. I was basically coasting through life. I didn't have much fulfillment. I'd say stagnant, living small. I wasn't using my voice. I wasn't stepping up into my true self. I was scared to use my voice, express myself. I wasn't confident, had low self-esteem. Um, Low self-worth. I was basically just living life how we were told, get a job, go to school, work the week, party on the weekends, meet somebody, that kind of thing. So honestly, I felt like I had a lot more to offer. And so I was just not feeling fulfilled at all. I felt almost like depressed or sad.
Yeah,
And yeah.
gotcha. So then how would you describe your life after you took the leadership program?
After the programs, so the program showed me what was possible. It opened up my eyes, and it kind of showed me how we've been conditioned to remain small.
Yeah.
And so it basically highlighted where I was falling short, where I was having resistance in life. And so I basically took that pain and like challenges that were arising in my everyday life and relationships, and I turned all that into wisdom and basically became my own alchemist. And so I no longer wanted to fear my own potential.
Wow, very cool. That's
Yeah.
so awesome. It's like the same thing I was even just saying with Crystal is that it's like you're a very typical average person. Like there's something special about all of us, but it's like you just took your baby steps every
Yeah.
day at a time to create this change and shift for you, which is so cool.
Yeah, totally.
Awesome. Well, good for you.
Well, thank you. It's been a huge blessing for sure in my life.
Absolutely. So,
Yeah,
Lindsay,
it honestly altered, and the whole trajectory of my life shifted, everything,
yeah,
every aspect of my life. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Thank you. So, what would you say you're most like looking forward to in being a Creation Circle leader?
So back when I joined my circle it was a pivotal time in my life because I actually decided at that point to leave a relationship. So the circle for me at that time gave me the support and community that I really needed because my friends and my family did not give me that. And so it was a really critical time in my life. And so now I feel just with the experiences and the knowledge and the growth that I have, I can now step up and offer that light and that support to other people. And so I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, that sounds so great. Cool. All right. right, so let's talk about the 12 pillars. So for everybody who's new to Personal Best Seminars or the Conscious Creation, is that we have 12 pillars. So when we talk about Inner Circle membership and the Creation Circle membership, is we talk about pillars. These are the pillars that we're going to be talking about. I'm not going to go through them one by one. If you want to look more into them, they are posted on our website, personalbestseminars.ca, where you can review them again. But Crystal, I would love to hear from you about, so what would you say if you were going to look at a pillar that had significant growth or made a big impact in your life, what pillar would that be?
I actually love Pillar 7, and I've really embraced it the most in this last 2 years. Pillar 7 is I accept and understand my needs and get them met so I can create from a clean and clear space. And though the words sounded really simple to me, I found I was only scratching the surface for a long time. And so really what it's meant to me is I've really got to know who I am and be okay with who I am, accept me, even like me, even love myself, all the parts about me. And if there's something that I am not proud of, I have been tweaking that, adapting that. Some of them I've been abandoning those things, but I've really learned to understand my needs and why I have them and how I can meet them without expectations that other people meet them for me. So it's been a lot of learning as well as unlearning things so that I can just freely ask for what it is I need from my partner, from my friends, from my family, from society. And some of it is that, like, I used to think that I was too much or too needy or unrealistic. And I even shamed myself for being introverted. And I realized that these are just parts of who I am. So when I understand my needs, just simply even as an introvert, that I can do extrovert for a certain amount of time. And then Crystal needs her alone space and I need to recharge that way. So then I can clearly and cleanly ask from people, I just need this time for myself. I will see you in a couple hours, or, I'm done for the night. I will talk to you tomorrow. And they're really actually quite willing to meet me when I ask from that clean space. So it's been such a world of difference for me.
Yeah, very cool. So, Lindsay, same question for you. If you could choose a pillar and really just like describe like the growth or the impact that you experienced through the pillar.
Yeah, right off the bat, I would say pillar 4. I align my life around my passions and gifts.
Yeah.
So right off the bat, I'd say your gift is something you are passionate about. So your gifts appeal to your brain while your passion appeal to your heart. And your passion is what you want or desire to do. And so for me, after I took a bunch of the programs, it kind of shed some light around the things that I had already like naturally loved doing. And so through the programs, it actually birthed my business. And 12 years later, I am full on in my business. And so, that one is a huge, huge component for me. That it just highlights so much of what has inspired kind of like in my life. Yeah. So yeah.
Wonderful. Great. Well, thank you for sharing.
You're so welcome.
Let's go in and touch on what the Creation Circle membership is. So what I will tell you and everybody is that this is an exclusive membership. So both Crystal and Lindsay are starting one group for each of them. And in that is they're allowed to take 12 people into membership. So it is only going to be able to be 12 people. We're accepting only 24 total in this. And so how it works is out of those 12 pillars that we just had on the last screen is like, say, January's pillar 1 all the way to December is pillar 12. So depending on what month you're on, it's going to depend on which pillar you talk about that month inside of your creation circle meeting. Crystal, do you want to talk more about the meeting structure and the format and how that works for us?
Yeah, absolutely. So in basic, is we're really about 3 things. So the first is about setting goals and accountability. The second is about pillar content, and the third is about hot seat. So let me explain a little bit more about goals and accountability. Really, we set goals for ourselves. We also set group goals, and we learn what accountability really is and what it isn't. So we are then accountable for meeting our goals or doing what we say what we're going to do for ourselves as well as for the group. So that becomes an important part of the structure of the circle, so that at the end we can actually say we've accomplished something both for ourselves and for the group in its whole. We talk about pillar content. That's the second one. We talk about what is the pillar and the biggest concept of it working. We discuss more about the pillar. So just like I shared about pillar number 7, is that's where I might be in the pillar, but where are you in the pillar? And is this something that's working or not working in your life? You get to self-identify where you would like to improve on that and the goals you want to set for yourself within that for improvement. The last one, the third one, is about hot seat. And really, this is a magical process. And everybody gets a chance to be on this hot seat where you get to work on something that you may be struggling with, need some bigger understanding, clarity on. You have the entire focus of the group on you for that meeting. You get to work through your problem. You get the help and support of a coach and the entire group, where they get to like clearly focus on you and giving you suggestions and feedback for improvement, where you get to decide what you want to implement and not. So that's basically how they work.
Cool. And what's great about what I love about the creation circles and the creation circle leaders is that they each get to bring their own unique gifts and skills towards this process. And so on top of everything that Crystal just explained is that every creation circle leader has a special skill or talent, and they choose to bring that to the group. And so that will support the people with their group goals. So for example, I'll get Crystal, if you share about what your theme, kind of your idea for your circle is.
Yeah, absolutely. So some of my biggest success has been in career, and it has been in others, but what I'm really passionate about doing is seeing other people transition and pivot to success in their career. So if you're an entrepreneur, business owner, or very career focused, that is the focus of the niche that we are in this group. Our goals are going to be more centered around our business goals. Again, that could absolutely include life goals as well, but our business is going to be our primary focus. So you have other like-minded people who are also entrepreneurs and business focused, and we can, share each other and work with each other about possible solutions and suggestions for that we could have success.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And so if we relate that into the goals of the small group goals and say like the large group goals, or sorry, the individual goals, is that you might have individual goals that are very business focused, but as a whole, so as a collective, the 12 might have chosen a large group goal in business, whatever that might be, whether it about referrals given and received, or a dollar amount earned, or a number of likes on an Instagram post, or whatever it is. So then over the course of a year, everybody coming to the group gets to come with their successes for the month and how they're contributing to the group goal, which really drives up the motivation and encouragement of everybody involved. And so I love that process. So somebody who might be doing personal or health themed might say, I want to lose X number of pounds as a group this whole year. And can we, like, how do we achieve that? And let's focus on that. So that's just a little bit more dived in as to the specific details and the benefits of this group with the theme. And really it's about getting the right people in the right group. All right, so we have a couple of people who have given us testimonies as we were relaunching this. We're like, we really need to heal from more than just us, so it's not like a biased experience. And so both Pam and Erin have done Creation Circle before when we did them back years ago. And so Crystal, did you want to share Pam's?
Yeah, absolutely. So Pam Willerton, I was actually in both of her circles. We've done them together. And what she said about circles is that it's taught her that working with a group of committed individuals can create lasting value. She's developed valuable skills such as leadership, communication, collaboration, and at the same time forming lifelong friendships with other participants. And I can truly attest to that. And one of her biggest successes is that she published a book while she was in the circle. That was one of her goals, and she accomplished it. So through her participation, she has grown as an individual in ways that will benefit her for years to come. And that is truly a rewarding experience.
Wonderful. And I'll just share on what Erin said. So Erin said Creation Circles provides an invaluable opportunity for individuals of all backgrounds to come together, share their knowledge and experiences, and foster supporting relationships. Through my participation in these circles, I benefited from a sense of belonging, developed my leadership skills, and an ongoing support network. And so thank you, Pam and Lindsay, for your guys' testimonies. All right, so that is all the Creation Circle membership, everything we've talked to this point. The Inner Circle membership is, I'll just give you a brief little description on what that's about. So if you're not one of the 24 who say yes into Creation Circle membership, is that you may want to step into this Inner Circle, which is where we do an online meeting where everybody comes together. So whether you're a part of Lindsay or Crystal's circles, or you just sign up for this Inner Circle, we all come together collectively as a community online once a month. It's the first Wednesday of every month, and we go through whatever pillar it is for that month. So by the time you come, so you're going to get an expanded context of that pillar, and then when you leave, you're going to have some action steps in that pillar on how you can apply. So if you're one of those like self-starters type personalities, is that you might love to be a part of this Creation Circle membership. So as far as the difference between them is that I just explained the Inner Circle membership and the Creation Circle membership. What that is, just to recap, is it is everything that I just described as in the Inner Circle, but what you get on top of that is you do get the accountability group to set those personal and group goals to really work together in those goals. It is a maximum of 12 participants per group, so you really do get to maximize on the potential results that you can create for yourself. You do get that hot seat. So one person out of the 12, one person gets that hot seat once a month through the year process. So you get that focused feedback, as well as for the first year, all of our Creation Circle members are getting one free seat to the level 1 for the course of this membership. And so what that means is that if you have not stepped into the level 1 yet, is that you can, when we'll pull up a chair for you on our next level 1, or if you have done it, is it's an opportunity to either take it again or refer a friend or family member who hasn't taken the program before, that you would love to just introduce to these concepts, these really like foundational life skills through that level 1 process, is that you can offer them a seat for free. So tons of value in the Creation Circle membership. So the last thing that I'll just point out, if you want more information about the Inner Circle membership or the Creation Circle membership, is you can go to our website. Everything is up live on our website. There's more information on both Crystal and Lindsay, who we will be introducing here shortly. And this would be your way to get it. So that is all that I have for you today. Thank you guys all for sticking it out with us and showing up for us. And we're so excited about what we have coming forward. Crystal, thanks for popping online and being a part of this. And I'm so excited to see what it is that you're going to create with Personal Best Seminars, but also what you're going to create or support people in creating as they come through and do their process in their circles. So thank you so much, Crystal.
Yes, I can't wait. Thanks for having me.
Welcome.